Assalamu alaikum all of you. I'm going to have my fifth lecture, and the topic I have chosen to speak on is types of psychology in the setting of sports and exercise. So let's begin to learn about its type in the context of sports and exercise. So I'm going to discuss three main areas. One of them is health and exercise psychology. It is an area in which psychological principles are applied in order to enhance and maintain the health enhancing behavior, which may be encompassed of physical activity, exercise, play, remediation, injury rehabilitation, and stress management. It is witnessed that an athlete who gets into competitive setting, he is always under the threat of injury. I'm talking about sports injuries, and these injuries occur when an athlete gets engaged in any sort of sports, particularly contact sports. It may be many reasons to occur. It may occur due to the overtraining. It may occur due to the lack of conditioning. It may occur due to the lack of warm-up, or it may occur due to the accusation of skills inappropriately or incorrectly. If an athlete gets injured, he has to go through the certain procedure of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is actually limits the extent of injury, and it aids in reversing the impairment and functional loss after the treatment of injury, and it in fact help an injured athlete to regain strength. In order to stay safe, an athlete has to adopt the process of remediation, a process of restoring and learning techniques for improved functioning, which can prevent injuries development, such as such injuries like shin splint, plantar tendonitis, rotator cuff. So athlete may be able to adopt this process and protect himself from getting injured, because he understands that injury may delay his learning, may stop him from participating. Okay, athlete may come up with the stress management. Once you talk about stress management, it is a technique or a therapy which aims to control the level of stress of an athlete. It is understood that athlete competes in competitive setting and under the pressure, while seeing number of spectators, while feeling that his capability does not match the setting, the demand of setting. Sometimes he failed to come up to the expectation of coach, of his teammates, so he starts stressing. In order to stay unstressed, he has to learn managing his stress. Okay, I need to teach you the difference between the health psychology and exercise psychology. So let's come to know the difference. Exercise psychology, in fact, uses program which benefit therapeutically to all the members of sports setting in order to enhance their overall health. Whereas sports psychology uses program in order to enhance performance within the particular sports. For suppose they may be volleyball players, they may be basketball players, they may be sprinters, they may be field athletes. So in fact, sports psychology works specifically on the performance of athlete, whereas exercise psychology is related with the health of team members of setting. They may include athletes, they may include coach, they may include referee, they may include spectators. So this may be the difference to understand between health or exercise psychology. Let's talk about the second part, and that is performance psychology. Second type. Performance psychology is related to performance enhancement. Its effect of sports and exercise psychology. Intervention on the participant, such as imagery, technique, and self-talk. And a sprinter who intends to win the race, you find him talking himself, or he encourages himself in order to win the race. And he most of the time applies imagery technique. He sees himself prior to the competition, running ahead of his opponents. This way, he is able to compete. And this technique is very effective in order to keep you unstressed and undefeated. It works a lot. Besides, the third area is social psychology. It applies on an individual and team game. The focus of social psychology is on the application of social psychological principles in examining factors related to participants, such as team cohesion and leadership. Hopefully you understand today's topic. So by next day, I'll be able to deliver another topic related to sports psychology. So stay blessed. See you. Allah Hafiz.